What happened was I started working as a lawyer. So the first album I did when I was at law school, I was studying, I was still a student. That was the essence. And the second album was a joint album with Mr. Thing called Grown Man Business. That came out in 2006. And by the time that came out, I was already working as a trainee lawyer in a city law firm. And that environment is like a very high pressure environment where it's demanding and there's long hours and there's like high expectations. And I was also putting down the foundations of a career in the legal profession. And it was new to me and I just couldn't find the balance. I was like, found it so consuming, that world, that it was hard for me to fit in the music stuff in the way that I had been doing before. So I couldn't be as ubiquitous as I was. And I remember a particular moment when a booking agent that had sent me and Thing, all around the world, we've been all sorts of places, offered me a tour with Jurassic 5. She's like, I want you to be the support for Jurassic 5. And this was when they were like really big. And I was like, show me the tour dates. And it was just like two months of shows, like every few days, all across Europe and the UK and stuff. And I was like, this is a sick opportunity, but I'm a trainee in this firm. And if I say, can I have 2 months off, please? They'll be like, just don't bother. So I was like, oh man, this is that moment.
Okay, so I'm guessing by what you just said that you didn't take that opportunity.
Didn't take the opportunity.
Do you feel you missed it?
Yeah.
Do you feel like your career could have taken off after that?
It could have been different. But like, I made my choice, and it was like, also at that time, I think I made the right choice. Like, as in.
Can I just add to that? Sorry to cut in. I don't think you made the right choice. I think you made the most important choice. And that's what I really want to lead into with regards to what you can do as a lawyer for all these artists that don't know what they're doing. Because everyone thinks that making music is it.
But there's more.
Making music is 5%, bro. There's more.
There's a lot more.
So yeah, it's interesting that I think there was a reason why someone like you has been put in that position. And I believe in things happening for reasons.
It's interesting that.
And I think that you haven't seen that reason just yet.
Yeah, it's interesting that, and I'm finding a lot of fulfillment from helping people around me, and helping to nurture others, and I'm better at that because of the context I've got.
We know you're a lawyer, so say for example someone comes to you and you hear them, and they're broke, but you hear something, and you were to represent them, and know that you got a percentage waiting at the end when it blows up, and they blow up to be the biggest thing in the country.
Yeah.
Look at the opportunities you gave them, but what you created for yourself, that you can now reinvest back into other artists that are similar.
I've had that. So I've got some clients who I won't name for confidentiality reasons, but been working with them for more than a decade. And when I first started working with them, they were like not really established. And now they've kind of built a whole empire of their own in the music business pretty much. And I'm a part of how they're doing that, And I help. One of the reasons why we formed the kind of team that we have is because I had time for them. I made time for them because I could see the potential, and I would help them out. Whereas I think some other people were more like, "Show me the money right now, or I'll just go somewhere else."
I really think that's destructive.
But you know what? A lot of people take advantage of that with me as well, and waste my time. And I have to find the right balance because I've got my own life, my own bills to pay. I've got kids. So if I spend all my time helping others, and I think part of that comes from a bit of a people-pleasing trait in me, where maybe some of the insecurities I have, I'm like, I feel good when people were like pleased with me, but that's not healthy. You have to have boundaries, and that's good in some ways, but you need to have the right balance. So I'm trying to find that balance. So if you're out there listening, and you want to get free legal advice. You're supposed to pay.